Welcome everyone, happy to see you again. Today we are going to learn briefly about brick test. And let we start.
Brick is one of the most used material in construction, which is used for masonry structures, and even for foundation in olden days, because of its workability and strength. Brick is a type of mold used to build walls, pavements, and other elements in masonry construction. The term brick denotes a block, composed of dried clay, but now, it is also used informally to denote other commercially cured construction blocks. IS 1077, 1992 is used for the common burnt clay bricks. IS 2212, 1991 is used for the code of practice for brick work.
According to IS 3495 to 1976, clay bricks are to be tested for following things, such as compressive strength, water absorption, efflorescence, dimension tolerance, hardness test, and soundness test of brick.
In compression strength test, there is 5 steps to find the compressive strength of brick. And they are follows. Step 1, immerse the brick into the water for 24 hours. Step 2, fill the frog with 1:3 ratio of mortar and immersed into water for 3 days. Step 3, place the brick specimen between the plates of CTM, which is compression testing machine. Step 4, apply the load gradually at 14 Newton per millimeter square. Step 5, note the value of the maximum load, at which specimen fails. Compressive strength of brick can be found by the formula, which is the maximum load at failure is divided by loaded area of brick. Classification of brick, based on compressive strength. First class brick should have minimum of 10.5 Newton per millimeter square. Second class brick should have minimum of 7 Newton per millimeter square. Third class brick should have minimum of 3.5 Newton per millimeter square. Fourth class brick will be 1.5 to 2.5 Newton per millimeter square.
In water absorption, test done by cold and boiling method. In both test, first the sample brick is dried in oven at 110 degrees Celsius. Then in cold method, specimen kept inside for 24 hours at 27 degrees Celsius. And finally, weigh the specimen. In boiling method, brick with water is heated continuously for 5 hours. And then, water is allowed to cool 27 degrees Celsius, by natural loss of heat for up to 19 hours. Water absorption of brick can express in percentage, and it can be found by the following formula, which is weight of water absorbed by the brick, and divided by weight of dried specimen, and multiplied by 100 to get in terms of percentage. Classification of brick, based on water absorption. First class brick should not exceed 15%. Second class brick should not exceed 20%. And the third class brick should not exceed 22%.
Efflorescence test. The end of brick is kept in a 150 mm diameter porcelain, or glass dish containing 25 mm depth of water, at room temperature, till the entire water is absorbed or evaporated. The water is again filled to 25 mm depth in dish, and allowed to absorb by brick or evaporated. When there is no precipitation, it will be called as nil. Within 10% is present with respect to the contact area of brick, it is called as slight. And more than 50% present with respect to the contact area of brick, it is called as heavy.
Dimension tolerance. Select any 20 bricks randomly in arrangement of brick, and check the dimension. Variation in dimension should not exceed 3% for first class brick, and 5% for second class brick. Hardness test. Scratch the brick using your nails. No impression will be left over the surface. Then only the brick is good to use in construction. And soundness test. Take 2 different bricks randomly, and struck them. They should give clean metallic ringing sound, and should not break.
From this video, What I learned is, how to find a good brick for construction, and classification of bricks based on the different tests of bricks. The dimension of brick is based on the thickness of wall. Particularly breadth of brick should half of the length and deduction of 6 mm, to attain the equal dimension of masonry structure. Thank you everyone. If you like this video, thumbs up and subscribe our channel and keep sharing.